Hello. Welcome to Logging in Alaska. If you can't tell, this is a stock truck. And yeah, we are in Alaska, and I'm not on hard mode, as you can tell by my money and by my level. I'm not on hard mode because I didn't feel like getting to Alaska in hard mode again. By this point, because, well, I didn't want to play for 12 hours. Anyway. This is just I'm gonna show you how I set up my trucks for this. If you don't care about that, well, just skip to whatever time thing I have on there, because I'm probably gonna put that on the screen. Probably. But ain't another thing that's how to too lazy to go grab engine upgrades. So there's that. But let's get to it. Now, I have 4 of the trucks that you get from Michigan that are pretty much going to be the trucks you're going to end up using for doing anything in Alaska, really. And I'm too lazy to go grab the Royal. I do have the A and K, but reasons. I'm too lazy to grab it. So I have the Fleet Star, Kodiak, and the 16. But let's get into the upgrades and start right from the White Western Star. Now, the best thing, personally, I would say this is going to be basically the truck you're going to use to move your logs, long or medium, either way. So, especially in Alaska, just go ahead, straight up put the Westline V6 in it. Just go for it. It's going to be your best bet. Believe it or not, I can do logging literally with the stock engine and be fine. So, there's that. Secondly, oh yeah, I don't have these yet because I'm too lazy to go grab them. Secondly, off-road transmission. You need it in this truck. That's about it. Raise, that's obvious. Tires. Honestly, you can do fucking all-terrain tires or highway tires, depending on how much you want to frustrate yourself, but best bet. Okay, I'm gonna go to chain tires, you can already tell. Obviously it's Alaska, so you're gonna have chain tires on your truck. This truck pretty much every truck in the game kind of suffers from too many tire-itis! Anyway. Chain tires, pretty obvious though. Winching, I don't even use any different things. Stock winch, diff lock. Kind of an obvious thing. Burial, I'm not high enough level, and that's an iffy thing. If you want to put it on, I don't care. Believe it or not, I don't even upgrade this. I don't upgrade this for a while. You do not need a snorkel on this truck, particularly, for quite a while. Obviously, all-wheel drive, that's obvious. New, like I said, this truck is actually fairly freaking good at doing any kind of logging, believe it or not. It's based in the middle truck. It'll do your long logs, it'll do your medium logs. Ta-da. On to the Fleet Star! Moving along, on to the Kodiak! I already have this raised now. With what I'm going to do with this truck, you don't need its, all-wheel drive for the most part, because this truck's just going to sit in one spot and you can just pull it around to begin with. So, you can put the all-wheel drive on it. I'll either put it on when I get to that map, or not, but, honestly, having all-wheel drive is obviously just useful in general, so, when you have it, go ahead and throw it on. I'm just too lazy to actually throw it on, because I'm too lazy to go grab the upgrade. This bad boy is going to be the crane truck, and that's why I said it's just going to be pulled places. It's going to sit in one spot, it's going to move the logs onto whatever trailer or part of the truck is going to be used. Onto the Fleet Star, because I'm lazy. Now, typically, I will use this truck with this. Now, yes, it can have a trailer on it. Sucks, but you can't really do much with it. But this truck, I very specifically, use as a checkpoint truck. I put it on the map somewhere, it stays there, as I deliver logs to someplace. So, it's literally the truck I use to refuel other trucks while they're going to the other spot. Basically, it just refuels the other trucks. And it works fairly freaking well. Upgrades, tires, pretty obvious. Chain tires. I'm not going to show you that because you've already seen it once. and all that. Now this truck, I actually will advise putting a snorkel on it whenever you can. Doesn't matter if you put it in Michigan or now. It's just kind of good to put it on the truck more or less whenever the hell you can. All-wheel drive, that's obvious. All-wheel drive, that's kind of obvious. You get it right at Michigan and it's free. Now, the P16. The lovely logging truck that's too underpowered to go up a hill. I have gripes with this truck, honestly. Yes, you can use it. I don't. If you are gonna use it, I do advise you put the Westland V12 in it, because if you don't, it's gonna suck going anywhere. Now, for fuel consumption, don't worry, you're in Alaska, there's fuel everywhere. That's another thing. In Alaska, don't worry about fuel as much as you might think. There's fuel freaking everywhere here, and you'll more than likely be able to do all of Alaska without buying any, if you're that kind of person. Holy shit, I had these... I'm more surprised I have this. You could put it on, you could leave it off. That's not a big deal. Obviously, you can't do anything else with it. And at most, you're going to have that on it, because you can have that or a fifth wheel hitch. Anyway, I'm going to go to a logging station. Now for the rest of the video. So, bye for that minute, and I'm going to do the rest of the shit. So, see you in a minute. Anyway, welcome to this part, the part you probably actually care about. Unless you actually care about the upgrades I'm using for every truck and all the other bullshit. Believe it or not, I still haven't gotten the off-road transmission for this truck. But honestly, I personally don't need it. I've played this game enough. I don't really need the off-road transmission anymore. Anyway, so, logging in Alaska. Having trouble? Well, and in hard mode. Now, as you can see, there are 3 trucks here. These are the only 3 trucks you need. You can use other trucks, perfectly fine. You can use different trucks for certain things. That's perfectly fine, too. These are the only 3 trucks you kinda need. Now, the Fleet Star is kind of a mixy truck you don't really need, but I'll get into that in a minute. But, anyway, on to this part right here. Obviously, why Western Star? Long logs. Kodiak, crane. Ta-da! Best way to put logs on the thing. If you watch another video I have, I specifically use a Kodiak as a crane truck. It's good as a crane truck for logs or anything else in general. Use it as something else, that's fine. Use something else there, that's fine. Use a light Western Star there, that's fine. Use long logs on, the Fleet Star, that's fine. Go for it. It'll work, you'll be fine. Now, the biggest thing a lot of people probably have problems with is probably fuel. And getting places. Now, this truck with its stock engine can easily do long logs. Believe me or not, I don't care. It can do it very easily. It can even do medium logs very easily. I'm too lazy to actually use the crane. Now, fuel consumption on this truck's not bad. Right in the middle, B+, not bad, right? Well, you're still gonna run out of fuel somewhere. And that's actually where the Fleet Star comes in. Now with the Fleet Star, all I have set up for specifically is a checkpoint truck. Checkpoints in any of these things, really doing anything really, is really good. You don't really want to drive this truck to any truck to refuel it. You don't. That's inefficient. You want this truck to either be in the middle of where you're going to deliver, or you want it to be at the place you're delivering. Reasons being, this truck will refuel that truck that has any logs on it, anything like that. You can even transfer this little tip straight to anything else in the game. Have a truck that's specifically a checkpoint truck. Now, I personally, and also suggest you use a service body, mostly just because you have a flat tire on your truck, and you don't have a spare tire on your truck that's carrying the thing. It's nice just kind of having that there. You could also easily use a service trailer. There is one specifically in this map. There's one that's specifically this body that has fuel and service parts. That trailer thing, that color, whatever the heck it's called. There's specifically that, or you can use, you can put a fuel tank on this truck, you can put the service body on it, and then carry a fuel trailer or a service trailer, either one you want. That's a good way to do it too. This is just easier to manage. Best way to put it. This is a lot easier to manage than trying to back up a cart trailer. Cart trailers suck to back up, even in real life, and this is speaking from experience. They suck. I lived on a farm. Backing up those trailers fucking sucks. Anyway, that's the biggest thing you need to really know. Checkpoint, 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 checkpoint. No, and your routing. Those are the two biggest things logging in any map. Now, Alaska. What is in Alaska that's not in Michigan? Snow and ice. Now, most people say, and this is true, and it's true to real life, snow really doesn't matter that much as you might think. You can use mud tires in snow, or a bubble tire in snow, and you'll be fine. But on ice, that's a lot of a big different story. So in Alaska, you kinda... I very much suggest you use chain tires, not use a Russian truck with mud tires on it too. And it's cheaper. Especially if you're just using these 3 trucks. It's a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. And personally, I don't even... I never put the off-road transmission on this truck or the Kodiak, because I just put it on the White Western Star, generally, because the White Western Star is generally the truck I use for pretty much everything. So there's that. Or I'll use a different truck. Okay, if you want to see me just do Alaska in hard mode, I have a series of me doing Alaska in hard mode, so don't worry about it. I'm not even using a HUD like I'm doing here, so. So there's that. Obviously, you know, Alaska has some of those, well, it goes a little bit under the water. It's got a little bit of rubbers. This truck specifically needs a snorkel. The only other truck, you don't even need a snorkel on the Kodiak, because the Kodiak, personally, obviously, how I have it set up here, you don't need all-wheel drive on this truck, because I just use it as a log crane truck and move it places. Now, right here, how I have this is perfect for putting logs onto that truck. I say it's perfect because it stabilizes. Now, you know, yes, it is on a hill, so you're gonna have that little bit of a problem, but you're not likely to flip the truck over. So leaving this truck here specifically, like this, is a pretty damn good idea for medium or long. I don't remember which ones you can get here. You can both. This is just one spot out of the multiple spots you can put it. Personally, I would generally just leave this at one spot and then move medium or long logs from whatever the hell. Now, where I have that medium log trailer is actually very important. I have it there specifically so when I'm done moving long logs, I can literally detach this trailer, put it behind that, or put it up in there, and then just hook up straight to that trailer. Basically, I have it set up so I can just easily detach trailers and put it right there without anything getting in the way. The only thing I have to do is have to back up this trailer either into that snowbank or somewhere else. Not a big deal. And really, that's really it. Other than that, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of weight on your truck. You're not gonna have power ever. This is true in real life. Especially if you're packed this much. Fun little detail right here that you may not know. They actually mark the logs with the numbers. That one's 37, the top one. The one under that's 39. That's a cool little detail they have on there. That's a nice little detail. Just a little detail thing that I noticed. That is a true thing to do, obviously mark the logs for varying reasons. Anyway, other than that, you'll probably be fine in Alaska. If you can do it in Michigan, you can probably do it here. If you can't, well, biggest thing, checkpoint. That's my biggest tip from everything. Plan your route and checkpoint. And if you're using these 3 trucks specifically because hard mode, this is hard mode because I didn't want to play it hard mode at this point. These 2 trucks are perfect for doing this. See, the White Western Star is the best truck in the game for being a medium truck, as in, it does everything fine. It does everything perfectly in the middle. I will fight people on that, by the way. And I can use this truck for the whole game. I will fight people on that, and I have used this truck for the whole game. And before you say anything, I do have all the DLC, and I've done all the fucking DLC with the fucking White Western Star. Anyway. If you need any else, if you're having trouble with anything, don't be scared to ask me in the comments. Pricing wise, you should keep all your fucking logging shit from Alaska, and Michigan. And if you think logging doesn't make you enough money in Michigan, yes it does. I have a series for that. Well, not just logging, but I have a series of Michigan that pretty much proves that yes, you make a lot of fucking money off of logging. Again, if you're having any other trouble that I didn't cover, or you just have a question for out of that, don't forget to ask me in the comments. I'm nice, generally. Don't be mean. Just don't be rude. Just don't be rude when you ask me a question. That's it. Other than that, that's pretty much really it. The biggest thing is really just checkpoint. Now, you can, I'll say this real quick too, you can use the Kodiak and you can use the International to do long logs. I don't use the P16 to do long logs. That's one thing I should cover right now. I don't use the P16 for long logs or medium logs because it's too big, especially in Alaska. It's too big to get into certain spots. It's underpowered, which it shouldn't be, but whatever. And you can't have tire chains on it, which is a bit of a I'm not gonna use that truck. Now I say this specifically because since the roads are basically just ice, trying to drive on an ice road with, well, trying to drive on an ice road that's slick, specifically, with no tire chains on doesn't work very well. You just kind of slide. And that's just make you have a lot of damage on your truck, and that's just gonna make it cost more, so your repair costs are gonna be more, and blah, blah, blah. Another thing here is, don't worry too much about fuel consumption. I specifically said in my upgrades, putting the Westline V6 in this truck's a pretty good idea. If you're having trouble just moving things anywhere, putting Westline in this is a good idea. I don't generally have that problem, so I don't need it. Now, you might think I'm bragging. I've done a lot of stupid shit in this game and recorded it. So, yeah. Just exploring my channel, you see a lot of stupid shit I've done. So, I'm very experienced in this game. And in real life. There's also real life videos of me off-roading. Anyway. To shield from now to the shilling time, because this is the end of the episode. Like, subscribe, share the video. Again, if you're having problems, comment down below, ask a question, be nice. I'm nice, generally. If you want to watch me actually do the entirety of Alaskan Hard mode, I have a series of that coming out slowly. I did one in Michigan. I didn't complete it because I don't know. Well, I have problems, head problems I'm not going to go into, but I've completed Michigan before, and it's Michigan. It's Michigan, come on. Now, if you're having a lot of problems just in Michigan and in hard mode, go to Pink Shirt Guy, his Snowrunner channel. Specifically put Pink Shirt Guy Snowrunner in the thing, and hard mode done easy. I also have his I also made his playlist because I'm also in his videos too, so there's that, or some of them. But if you're having trouble just in hard mode in general, go to him. He's better in hard mode than I am. And more in-depth and more teaching than I am. If you're having a lot of specific problems, that's the other show. And if you just want to watch me do stupid shit, I have a... what the fuck? I have an altering tire things. I've done that in Russia. I've done that in Iran. I have to fucking look. I've done altering tires in Lake Kolov. I've done them in Timare. I've done it in Michigan. Yes, I've played this game with just using all-terrain tires, which isn't that hard in Michigan. And, yeah, I did one in Michigan, but that's why I straight went to Russia, in Tamare. So, yeah, and I used American trucks in that. I didn't even use any Russian trucks in that, too. So if you just want to watch me be stupid, go watch those. Those are fun. Those are really fun, because I'm just being an idiot. Anyway, bye-bye.